Ah, Stormwind. Looks beautiful this time of night. It's too bad I have to leave. Forever. I'm going to have to turn my back, and I'm going to have to disappear from this city. Only this time, it's going to be for longer than a while. For you see, I am no hero of any sorts. In fact, some would call me a villain. I've done just about every bad thing in the book. I've lied, I've stolen, I've killed. But one thing I'd never done was gotten caught. Until earlier today, that was. You see, I went and visited Goldshire today. My friend, Smith Argus, or better known by his illustrious thief name, the Grey Fox, thought we had hit the jackpot. He asked if I wanted to hear about a job that would make us the wealthiest people in all the land, and of course I responded, well, of course, I'm interested. He said that though this looked like an ordinary dresser, it was full of the rarest emeralds and jewels known to mankind, and that not only that, but the people guarding it were on leave for vacation. I thought I had hit the jackpot. Little did I know, the Grey Fox had been set up and had been caught previously that week stealing. He was given a plea. If he could show them who the secret thief was all these days, they wouldn't kill him. So as I rounded that corner into the other room, I had no idea what was going on. Priestess Josetta, the highest priestess in all the lands, was already waiting there. She went on to tell me it was a trap, but she didn't even have time to finish the sentence before I was gone. There was no way I was going down. I never stopped running. Even with all those people chasing me, I never turned back, not for a second. I could hear them passing by as I hid under the water, biding my time. One of the guards almost saw me. I say almost because she didn't even have time to look over before I finished her off. While lurking in the shadows, I found a family of muggers. It wouldn't be the best life, but it would be a life of my kind. I tried speaking to their leader, but he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't even give me the time of day. So I killed them. I killed them all. I blew their brains out, and I felt no remorse. Even the innocent ones that weren't attacking, I killed them too, just to be safe. Not a single bandit was spared alive. As I walked into my new home, I sat there by the fireplace and learned a valuable life lesson. What I realized is, you can kill all the bad people you want, but that doesn't make you any better of a person. I walked upon a scene the next day that would make my entire life change forever. You see, any other person in my situation would kill to find this. Right in front of my eyes, the chief of police must have fell asleep during a picnic in the woods, unprotected, not a single person around. I sat there, and I stared at him for a while, and then I sat down, and I continued to stare at him for a while, and then I sat down, and I continued to stare at him for a while. At one point I even drew my weapon, fully convinced I would kill him. But something in the back of my head made me walk away. Something was telling me this was my last chance. I walked. This walk felt like it took an eternity, just to walk to this front door, speak to this man. To you, he might look like your average civilian, but to me, he's much more. He's Rob Brian Decker. You would never guess he was an assassin. And of course, I did what any crazy man would do. I hired a hit. I'm going to lure some poor fool on top of the Stormwind auction house. You see him, you kill him. No questions asked, we got it. The deal was done. Once I got back out to the forest, I broke down and cried. I begged the gods to please Please give me a sign. But I had already realized my destiny. I stood on top of the building, waiting for the assassination to take place. But no, I wasn't spectating. I was the one on the auction house. It was awfully quiet in Stormwind that night, but not for long. He got on his knees and gave out one final shout, and that was the final sound he ever made. Some would say he wasn't that bad of a guy. Most would say they didn't even know him. However, no matter what, just remember, life isn't always the end. Though he might have been dead, he lived a very meager life. Some say his death was for the best, but will anyone ever really know? The end.